So today I'm making lemon herb grilled chicken. And so we're gonna get this, it's a beautiful day in Minnesota. Doesn't happen real often. And so we are going to grill chicken. So chicken, it can be so boring. Like chicken can be dried out, bland, boring. Bleh. So you always wanna marinate chicken or use some type of seasoning on it because yeah, who likes dried out chicken? Like if you had a website name named Dried Out Chicken, you'd probably never have anybody ever go to it. So the first thing we're gonna do is grab a knife. Okay, and then I'm gonna be in and out because, you know, as you're cooking live, you have to go get things. So I'll be watching for comments at the bottom for people that are interested. So I'm gonna use 3 chicken breasts. So just the boneless chicken breasts like this. So I'm gonna use that. And so what I do is, okay, so like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't like any type of dried out chicken. Like, it has to have some flavor to it, or it has to have, you know, like moistness. Because if it doesn't have moistness, it's actually really nasty. So I'm gonna throw this away, and then I'm gonna take the garbage out right away when I'm done, because chicken can smell up the garbage really quickly. Ugh. Okay, so pull that out of there. Throw that. I will wash my hands when I'm done. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I tend to just cut off the big pieces of fat because we always wanna be as healthy as we possibly can. All right, so I'm gonna throw the fat away. All right, and these are pretty thick chicken breasts. Oh, and that one actually has a bone on it still. They didn't do a very good job of deboning that one. Okay, hold on. Okay, so these are pretty thick. See that? So I'm gonna cut them in half. Not like this way. I'm cutting them in half the lengthways so that they're thinner. And I am just using a steak knife. You don't have to have anything fancy to do this. You can, if you're got a fancier kitchen or fancier type chef, but okay, so I'm gonna cut these in half. Okay, so you see the difference in the sizing of them? Okay, so now that's pretty thin, like that. And then when they're cut like this too, you really can get the flavor and the ingredients in there. Okay, so this one's got a little bit of fat. So like I said, I always cut the edges, the fat off. And this is gonna probably be a little bit longer live because I wanna do this the right way. All right. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking the 3 thick chicken breasts that I actually got these at Aldi's. If anybody has questions, I'll kind of keep watching the bottom too. And I'm just using a steak knife. So you don't have to have fancy chef equipment to make good meals at all. So I'll just set that off to the side. And I got one more. This is a lemon herb grilled chicken. And I've got quite a few people that have joined. If you didn't hear the beginning of this video, I absolutely hate dried out chicken, especially when you put it on a grill and it loses all of its moisture. Ugh, it's just nasty. Okay, so I've got all of that. If you had any more fat, let's just cut that off. Okay, now remember this is live. So what is the price of chicken? It's not living. So anybody that thinks I went out and grabbed my chicken out of the backyard, I didn't do that. It's not a living creature anymore. So I like meat. This is a meat channel. Okay, so what did I pay per pound? Let me look. I've got the sticker right here and I gotta wash my hands. $3.49 a pound is what I paid. Hold on, I gotta wash my hands. Okay, so yeah, $3.49. Yeah. Okay, so here at Sweet Tooth Sarah, we like meat. And so if you don't like meat, you're not gonna wanna watch this particular video. Okay. Yes, thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna take my chicken that I cut into the smaller pieces and just set it behind me, and now we're gonna make the marinade. Okay, so this is a lemon herb grilled chicken, and this is live. So remember, I don't even know what I have to talk about half the time, but we're gonna use a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. So, you know, you got the really good lemon juice. Okay. Yes, you can put these in the air fryer. Yes, you definitely can. My daughter has an air fryer in college, and she uses it all the time. Okay, so now you need white wine vinegar or red wine vinegar. I'm going to use red. Okay, so pour that in. We're gonna need fresh garlic. Oh, that red wine vinegar is a little strong. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my fresh garlic. So like I said, this is live, so I have to leave the screen. Actually, you can just come with me. I've got it on a tripod, so you can come with me. If you watch my channel in just a little bit, I'm gonna have a peanut butter cookie recipe that I did last night. Oh, I gotta show you the peanut butter cookies. Probably like that even better than the marinade I'm making. Okay, so I'm using garlic. And you can use fresh garlic, but who wants to do that when it's already done for you in minced garlic? So about that much, whatever, however that much is. Okay, then we need oregano. Have you ever seen the inside of a cooking channel spice cabinet? This is a mess, but you'll be interested. Look at all of those. I've got 4 shelves. 4 shelves of spices that you need to have a food channel. Okay, 2 tablespoons of oregano. The kosher salt. So I have the big ginormous thing of kosher salt. Cilantro is not on the list, but I have basil and parsley. I don't know if I want to try cilantro in this. Okay, let me find the parsley. Okay, I know we need pepper. So we're going to put some pepper in. Yeah, my daughter uses her air fryer in college all the time. I don't use an air fryer. It's just my husband and I here. We're empty nesters. Oh, and I can't get the pepper open. Oh, it's new. That's why. Got to take the security thing off. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of pepper. Okay, I need to find my parsley. Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, hold on. Like I said, this is what happens when you do this. Oh, there's my basil. When you do this live. Okay, so I'm looking for my basil. Okay, so you want about 8 shakes of basil. Okay, the last thing I need is olive oil. So I'm gonna go grab the olive oil. Yeah, if you're interested, you want to see my spice cabinet again, you probably will fall over and die how messy it is. And I'm getting ready for my Christmas series. Actually, I'm gonna probably order a lot of that today. I've got my big Sweet Tooth Sarah Christmas recipes are starting, and I use a ton of spices in that and a ton of extracts. So I've got a ton of extracts coming. Would be interesting. Okay, olive oil, and I'm gonna use a butter infused olive oil. So now I got this as a gift. So you can use regular olive oil, but I'm gonna use this up just because it's been in my cabinet a little bit longer. I got this from Minnesota Olive Oil Company. So it's actually, it's not in the same town as us, but it's more local. And we'll do 1/4 a cup. So it took up almost my whole container. So that's the butter infused. I'm assuming that stuff is expensive. I got that as a gift, so I wouldn't probably buy that if I hadn't been given it as a gift. I got it for my birthday from my mom because she knows I like to cook. Okay, so then what we'll do next, okay, we had a couple questions here. I'll get back to the questions. Okay, so that is the olive oil, lemon herb olive oil. Okay, so those of you that are joining us and are new, there's a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, a 1/4 cup of white or red wine vinegar, garlic. So I just used the garlic in the jar. Basil, 2 tablespoons of basil, parsley, oregano, kosher salt, black pepper, like not as much black pepper, and then a 1/2 cup of olive oil. All right, and so then what I do is I use a Ziploc. So I'm gonna go grab a Ziploc. All right, and I'm gonna go take this back to the chicken. And unfortunately, you're not gonna get to watch me make this because it has to marinate for an hour. All right, these are thin enough that I don't need to put them or pound them or anything. Actually, but pounding things is kind of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna move this back. So definitely use that. Okay, now we're gonna take our marinade and just pour it in there like that. Okay, and the reason I use a Ziploc is because you can go like this. It's definitely a little bit better than putting it like in a container, because then you actually have to like flip the chicken breast over in the container. So I always use a Ziploc. And you can do this the night before. So if you didn't want to spend all this time making the marinade, you know, it took me about 12 minutes, but I was going kind of slow. It'd probably take about 10 if you weren't chatting along the way. So basically I do this just to kind of get that marinade inside the chicken breast. And I'm going to marinate it in the fridge. Oh, I'm going to show you one other little trick. I need to wash my hands quick though again. You always want to wash your hands with raw chicken. Always. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you one more trick. Okay, I'm going to bring you over here, and then I'm going to show you my peanut butter cookies. All right, so I've got the bag of marinade. Okay, and I'm going to put it in the fridge, but I'm going to put it in a bowl first. And the reason that I do this and take the air out is because it won't leak all over the inside of your fridge, like that. Okay, so then you just, we'll take it and we put it in the fridge, like that. And it will sit in there for over about an hour and a half until we are ready to grill it. And then we're gonna grill it on low, probably 4 to 5 minutes per side. Okay, but now I gotta take it to the most important part. These are the peanut butter cookies that I made last night. So these peanut butter cookies are gonna be on my website, sweettoothsarah.com, and they will also, we'll have a video on them coming out here in just a little bit for the peanut butter cookies. So, and this is a half batch, but okay. So yes, thank you for being respectful, and I'll go back and see if there's any, so this was just a half batch of peanut butter cookies, and they are really, really good. Okay, before I get off, is there anybody that had any questions on that lemon herb grilled chicken? Well, I've got there. Okay, I've got a couple people that said they're watching me from the hospital. Well, isn't that the sweetest thing ever? I hope you are feeling better if you are watching me from the hospital. Wow, that's sad. I hope everything goes okay there. Okay, and let's see. Another question about the air fryer. I think in the air fryer, you could probably do that same 4 to 5 minutes per side. I think you're gonna want the liner in the air fryer though, because otherwise I think you're gonna have just a big mess of that particular marinade. Okay, well that is all I had for the live today, unless anybody had any questions. Okay, question, can try banana pudding cake. I'll write that down, banana pudding cake. I have a banana pudding recipe that I've already done, but I don't know about banana pudding cake. Okay. I'm gonna write it down. Does anybody else have anything else that they would like to see? Banana pudding cake that you can see on there? Nope, okay. Perfect. Okay, sounds good. So anybody want to say where they're joining me from? Do we have anybody? Oh, we've got a chocolate cake and custard. Okay, so now chocolate cake, go back to my website, sweettoothsarah.com, and type in chocolate cake. I've already made the best chocolate cake that's out there. Like, there's no other chocolate cake that will ever compare to that particular cake. So definitely go to sweettoothsarah.com and you will find chocolate cake there. If you click on cake on the right hand side, it'll be there too. I think it's called my grandma's chocolate cake. So, oh, okay, we've got a Colorado, we have a India. I wonder if this is translating to India or Indian. I don't know if that is. So this is filmed in way northern Minnesota in the United States, if you're interested, up by the Canadian border. So we have a lot of lakes and big animals, bear, wolves. My favorite are otters. So if anybody knows what an otter is, I love otters. Those are my favorite. So, okay, sounds good. That is all I had for today. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to subscribe. I've got, let's see, my website is sweettoothsarah.com. My handles on everything is sweettoothsarah.com. So it's amazing. Okay, so I've got somebody saying, mix chocolate cake into the chocolate custard. It tastes like chocolate caked custard. Cheesecake recipe. Is that an Indian recipe? Cheesecake? I don't know if the US audience would be interested in cheesecake. Oh, you mean like cheesecake, not a cheesecake. Okay, yes, we can do cheesecake. Actually, I'll probably do cheesecake in my Christmas series. Yeah. If you don't know about my Christmas series, I do 60 recipes every year. And that particular series is one of my most popular. So it starts in mid-October and goes till mid-December. I usually quit 10 days before Christmas because I'm completely exhausted by then of making Christmas things. And I have to give so much food away. So it's called Mrs. Sarah Claus Baking Series. So this year will be series 2. I have I did 64 recipes last year. This year I'm aiming for 60. If you get 4 more, it'll be amazing. It's a lot of work. So hence why I also put on my website that if anybody ever prints anything or it feels like they get value out of my website, I would appreciate donations if you have any, because I spend about $1,000 a month on this channel, and I don't make near enough to cover the expenses, much less any type of a salary for me. So everything that I do for this channel is completely donated, pretty much completely donated. So I'm trying out a new thing that was on my last live to see if people are interested in ever paying for a recipe. It's just something I just wanted to throw out there and see if that is. I am monetized on YouTube, but it's like extremely minimal. I thought about selling my Sweet Tooth Sarah, Mrs. Sarah Claus baking series, like into like a digital cookbook, and I might do that. It would be priced at $14.99. I figure if I could sell a couple thousand of those, and people could give them as gifts, or they just don't have to like dig through my website. It's all available in a PDF. I was gonna price that at $14.99. I'm thinking that's probably not a lot. $15 or $14.99 is kind of where I'm kind of thinking that price might lay in. I don't know if that seems expensive to a lot of you, and I don't even know who buys cookbooks anymore, but it's just a way to have a digital way of earning revenue is kind of how it works. So, okay, and one more question. Have you ever made any Portuguese style cakes? No, I have not, but I will write it down and take a look at it. Portuguese styled cake. Is it hard? Yeah, we like easy things around here. Okay, any other questions, or anybody have any suggestions on what they would like to see on the channel? I do want to, I do some of the TikTok trends. That would be another thing. Does anybody here watch TikTok? Last year I did the viral cranberries. Those were, actually I loved them. That's was one of the most popular recipes on my website, where you soak the cranberries in orange juice overnight, and then the next morning you dry them, but they soak in that orange juice, and then you roll them in powdered sugar. Oh, they tasted like healthy candy. They were so good, and one of the most popular things that I had in December, the viral powdered sugar covered cranberries. I called them snowballs, cranberry snowballs. So, okay, sounds good. Well, if there's anybody else that's interested in anything, send me a message. I've got on my YouTube channel, I've got my email address, which I can get emails from you, or on any of the social platforms too. It's Sweet Tooth Sarah, like on everything: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, website, and YouTube. So I was able to kind of keep everything all exactly the same. So, all right, I'm gonna log off. I've got to get my peanut butter recipe out there for the day, and then I got to grill that chicken that we just made. So we'll probably show you in a little short what the chicken looks like. So if nobody has any extra questions at all that you can think of. Okay, sounds good. All right, thanks for joining me.